Hi, I'm Chrissy Flickinger with LRK Architects, and you're watching Live at 9.
Good morning and welcome to Live at 9 on this Monday, October 28th. I'm Corey Ventura in for Kanji Anthony. Here is a look at our guest lineup. The Orpheum Theater Group's Taylor St. John and writer Anne Perry Wallace join us as they bring a heartfelt, community-driven play inspired by Binghamton to the stage. Plus, something spooky and spiritual today as Emily Gunther, also known as Reverend Oma from the Broom Closet, talks about the growing interest in alternative spirituality. Then we're heading into Halloween fun, with a trip to the new Kroger in Arlington to learn what the local grocery chain has on the shelves for your holiday entertainment. And Rich on Tech tells us about a new piano learning device that sees how you play to help you play even better. But first, be sure to record the show so you never miss an episode and connect with us online at our website, liveat9.tv. That's also our handle on social media. But topping the news at 9, leading the city of Germantown could become a full-time job in the future. City leaders are set to discuss a referendum that would ask voters if the mayor's position should be changed to full-time. So according to the Daily Memphian, the resolution would amend the city charter through a referendum that would outline the duties of the mayor. Those duties would require full-time attention. So currently, the city administrator runs the suburbs' day-to-day operations. If voters were to approve the referendum, the mayor would have to take on lobbying and advocating for the city at the county, state, and federal levels. The mayor would also serve as the city's representative for governmental and non-governmental groups. Now, if the board approves the resolution, legislators representing Germantown will carry the matter to the General Assembly during the 2025 session. If legislators adopt the matter, the Secretary of State will send it to the Shelby County Election Commission for it to appear on the ballot in May of 2026. Okay, so happening now, a wait list for the project-based vouchers for South City senior apartments is now open. The Memphis Housing Authority allows anyone eligible to apply online today through November 1st. South City Senior Apartments is currently the only site accepting waitlist applications. Officials say applying does not guarantee placement on the PBV waitlist and is not an offer for housing assistance. Applicants must be 62 years or older, and you will be placed on a waitlist through a random selection process. So applications are online, or if you need assistance, you can call 901-544-1347. Okay, so registration is also underway for Memphis Light, Gas, and Water customers looking to take part in this utilities winter moratorium program. So MLG&W wants to make sure service does not get interrupted for its seniors and disabled customers when the weather turns cold. This program prevents cutoffs for registered customers during the months of December, January, and February. If you still have to pay, now get this, you do still have to pay your bills, but if the payment exceeds a customer's means, it won't be disconnected. The utility will set up payment plans for any accrued balances in March. Applications for the winter moratorium program are due by November 15th. You can download the form from their website or call MLG&W at 901-544-6549. Okay, so it is the last week to early vote at the presidential general election if you live in Tennessee. So as of last Thursday, more than 145,000 had already cast their ballots ahead of the November 5th election. With 8 days until the election, the pressure is on for the candidates vying to be the next American president. Both Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are working hard to gain the support of voters who are still undecided. Washington correspondent Basil John reports on those efforts.
We're not going to take it anymore. Kamala, you're fired. Get out, get out.
Former President Donald Trump took the stage at Madison Square Garden in New York to criticize Vice President Kamala Harris, despite the state's track record of voting for a Democrat for president.
This election is a choice between whether we will have 4 more years of gross incompetence and failure, or whether we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country.
His rally in New York was met with criticism for crude remarks from some of the different speakers, including,
"There's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now." Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
Meanwhile, Harris was focused on energizing voters in Pennsylvania.
We are going to win. That is our highest order.
She also visited a Latino restaurant, a barbershop, and more as she pushes for a strong Democrat turnout in the battleground state.
We are a new generation of leadership that is optimistic and excited about what our nation can do together.
Well, early voting ends in Shelby County and Tennessee on October 31st. Arkansas residents have until November 4th to take advantage of early voting in their state. Well, if you are planning to vote early or if you're gearing up for Halloween, like many of us are, you will want to know about the forecast. Weather expert Max Claypool is joining us now with the latest. Hey, Max, Thursday is on our radar for Halloween.
Hey, Corey. Yeah, so a chance of rain on Thursday. I'm hoping it's early enough where folks are going to be able to then get out and trick or treat later. But I think you can expect rain during the day on Thursday. Now, until then, we're going to be on the warmer end, warm temperatures and dry conditions, both today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, with right now just mostly sunny skies, winds coming out of the south. As we take a live look at the I-40 bridge, there's just some fair weather cumulus clouds, otherwise blue skies. And really a nice day today. It'll feel almost like a summer day, 68 degrees in Memphis at the moment. Here just outside the city, 50s and 60s, about 55 in Holly Springs, 64 in Ashland. Over the next couple of days, we're going to be warm every day. We're going to be in the mid-80s through Wednesday. So 85 today, that could challenge a record high, a daily record, which our record for the date actually is 85 degrees. It's the same as our forecast high. And then we're in the mid-80s Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll cool off Thursday and Friday with a chance of rain. So Thursday, expect rain during the day. Probably some thunderstorms as a line of storms works its way through. Hopefully it's out of here by like 6 o'clock. I think that is definitely possible, but still sort of some questions about the overall timing of that. And then that should be out of our hair for the most part on Friday. And then we'll be dry again heading into next weekend. So here's a look at your 7-day forecast just to sort of put it all together here. Mid-80s the next several days, overnight lows in the 60s. Thursday, happy Halloween, 73 degrees, rain and thunderstorms again, hopefully clearing by the evening. And then we should be dry with warming temperatures over the weekend. Corey.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so a community playmaking program will debut its first stage production with a feature on Binghamton. It was written by a local actor and put together with the help of the Orpheum Theater Group's neighborhood play program. To learn more about the show and the program, we are live with writer Ann Perry Wallace and Taylor St. John, who heads up the program at the Orpheum. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
For starters, this is the coolest thing ever. So for starters, talk to me about the neighborhood play program. What is it?
Yeah, so this is a brand new program in the Education and Community Engagement Department at the Orpheum. And the goal of the program is that we work within a neighborhood over the course of about 18 months. Wow. And through that collaboration, we bring free arts engagement to the community and hear stories from the community. And then we work together to develop the content and ideas for a play. So how did you guys link up?
I'm actually a theater teaching artist with the Orpheum, and Taylor has directed me in a play before, and he was familiar with my one-woman show, and I think he liked the writing and thought I'd be a good fit to write this play.
So how did you guys go about pulling this together? Because I know that you went into the, well, for starters, I guess my big question is, why Binghamton? Why did you guys go Binghamton?
So this is a brand new program for the Orpheum, and our hope is that after Binghamton, we're going to be able to go to other different neighborhoods in Memphis. But we started in Binghamton because we have had a long-term relationship with one of the organizations in Binghamton called the Refugee Empowerment Program. And we've been working with them over the past about 5 years to build plays for them to tell their real stories. Ooh. And so we have had the fortune of working with the same group of young people over the course of about the last 3 years. And one of the exciting things that we found was that when they got to the parts in other people's stories where they got to play a new character, things really came alive. And so we wanted to kind of continue their trajectory and growth and learning, and also find a way to bring the rest of that neighborhood into what we had started already building there.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you talked with folks, like over 100 people, like hundreds of people, like you did like these circle stories. Tell me about that.
We would sit in circles with the community, religious organizations, people who lived and grown up in the neighborhood, businesses, to find out their point of view and their stories about Binghampton, so that when I wrote this fictional story, I could draw from all these different stories that I'd heard. And so it was a great collaboration, and the first time that I've written in that way.
That is a large responsibility to take those stories, be respectful of those stories, and then present those stories. So walk me through that.
So we sat in these circles, and I went through my creative process of like, what's the best way to tell this story? And a lot of visioning and imagination. And then I came up with the first draft, presented it to Taylor and the Orpheum. And then we sat in circles again to say, hey, is this representative of what we're getting from you? Because it's their story.
Right.
And so then I came up with the second draft, got the stamp of approval, and casting, and am I leaving anything
And
out?
let's talk about the casting, though, because you have some of the folks from the community as part of the cast as well as behind the scenes as well. They're truly involved in the whole process.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. So we have, so our cast features almost 37 community members, and community members in different capacities. Some work in the community, some used to live in the community, some are currently living in the community. So and then those people are also supported by some of the professionals at the Orpheum that are standing into key roles or assisting in the direction or backstage. And so it's kind of a fusion of the community and also us being able to bring and elevate with our artistic talents as well.
What do you hope audience members will take away after seeing this? Because it's a free event to go to, for starters. That's the beginning. So what do you hope the takeaway is going to be for our audience?
We wanted to shine the light on Binghampton because I think everyone has a human need to have their voice and their stories out there. And the Binghampton story is one that I think is often one-sided. When something traumatic happens in the neighborhood, that's all you hear about. But these are beautiful people. They're resilient. These children are talented. And so we want to shine a light on all the beauty and resilience in that community.
So the name of it is?
We All We Got.
And then what is the main plot of it all?
It's a story of two girls who both live in the neighborhood but are having two different experiences. One is an African-American girl and one is a refugee. And it's how the neighborhood treats them differently and how they navigate it and what they do about it.
And there's so many different languages being spoken in Binghampton. It's such a diverse community to begin with. So to be able to have some of this on stage is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
And it's free.
That's right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, no, it is. And we know, we learned from the community that, you know, transportation is an issue. And so even though the play is happening in Binghampton at First Baptist Broad Church, there are 3 bus pickup locations in Binghampton with our partnership at Backbeat Tours that will pick people up, bring them to the church, and then return them to those stops afterwards so everybody can get home safe afterwards.
Looking forward to it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us on the Red Couch this morning. Really cool stuff. Thank you so much. Okay, well, there is so much ahead on Live at 9. We've got some tips on how to prepare those trick-or-treaters later this week, and that's coming up in just a short bit. Well, welcome back to Live at 9, and thank you so much for watching this morning. We are going to get a quick weather check with weather expert Max Claypool. He has got our very latest on the forecast because there's so much going on this week, Max. Okay, we've got our early voting, and of course we've got Halloween, which all the parents and all the kids are like, please tell us it's not going to be raining because we spent a lot of money on some costumes.
Yeah, I don't want to like disappoint anybody, but it is probably going to rain on Halloween. Now, the question is going to be like, is it going to be during trick-or-treating or is it going to be before trick-or-treating? I think it'll definitely be raining during the afternoon. I think it'll be done by like 6 o'clock, but it's kind of hard to nail that down a couple days out. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed for now. But at the moment, just cool conditions to start the morning. But we can expect warmer conditions later today. So winds coming out of the south, just partly cloudy skies. We're going to be close to a record high later today, at least a record high for the date. Which is 85 degrees, and that's the same as our forecast high for today. Now, this is a live look at the I-40 bridge. Really a beautiful start to the morning. This is blue skies, fair weather cumulus clouds. There's Martyrs Park in the foreground, as well as the Mississippi River there, of course, in the background. Now, at the moment, temperatures are in the upper 60s in Memphis, so we've gained about 8 degrees so far this morning, about 66 in Olive Branch, 64 in Senatobia. A few spots, or at least one spot, in the 50s right now, and that is going to be Holly Springs. Now, over the next couple of days, we're expecting warm temperatures. It's going to be warm for the next 3 or so days, close to that daily record today. Not even that far from daily records tomorrow or Wednesday, but mid-80s is what you can expect. And then a cold front comes through on Halloween. That cold front is going to drop off our temperatures. We're only going to see a high in the mid to low 70s on Thursday, low 70s on Friday. And then we are going to start slowly working our way back up once we get to the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday should be a little bit warmer. There's a pretty good shot of rain on Thursday. Again, that's on Halloween. That'll be during the afternoon. And hopefully that clears by like trick-or-treating time, you know, which is going to be sort of early afternoon, or excuse me, which is going to be early evening. But still some questions about that. We're still trying to time that out overall. And then Friday, maybe there's a few lingering showers, but I think we should be mostly dry on Friday and then dry again heading into the weekend. So then we potentially have more rain next week. But I think in the coming week, the main day that we're going to be watching for thunderstorms and rain chances is going to be on Thursday as that cold front comes to push through. So here's a look at things on your 7-day forecast, really trying to put that together. 85 today, 84 tomorrow, 84 Wednesday. Overnight low should be in the 60s. And then on Halloween, happy Halloween, everybody. Can't believe we're almost there. Those rain chances during the afternoon, and then to start the month of November, we should be on the cooler end. Highs in the low 70s, overnight lows in the 50s. Should probably be dry at that point, and we'll be warming up with mostly dry conditions over the weekend. And then, again, we could see some more rain next week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all at least going to have some rain chances. I think Tuesday is probably the best shot of that. So it is nice to finally have some rain in this forecast here after what has been such a dry month of October. We've only picked up 0.2 inches of rain in the month of October, so it's nice that we're going to at least have some rain chances, even though they might be inconvenient over the next week or so. And so we will be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Live at 9. Well, the 2023 Pew Research Center survey shows that belief in spirits or the spiritual realm beyond this world is widespread in the U.S., even among those who don't consider themselves religious. For Mid-South residents seeking alternative spiritual communities, one small business hopes to provide a safe space and more. To learn all about it, we are live with one of the owners of the Broom Closet located in downtown Memphis. Emily Gunther is also known to many as Reverend Oma.
Yes.
Okay. I'm intrigued about that. I'm intrigued about everything. So for starters, what inspired you to open the Broom Closet?
It was kind of always a dream, one of those sort of fantasies that you kind of daydream when you're at work and, you know, kind of gets you through the day. And truly, it had never been anything more than one day when I retire, I want to open a little store and sell herbs. And I, you know, in my head, I wanted to call it like Granny's or something like that. And I'd been working in an office job for a while, and things just kind of lined up. And my husband is a great businessman, had owned businesses before we met. And he's just like, why don't we try it? Let's just see, take a shot and see if it works.
What do people find when they walk in? What are people finding in the Broom Closet?
Well, the first thing is that we hope that they find acceptance and a safe space.
Yeah.
We have a bumper sticker that we created and had printed up, and it's a rainbow background, and it says "Y'all means all." And it's on the front door of both of our stores. We have one here in downtown Memphis and one in Jackson, Tennessee. And so that's one of the things that we want to do, is make a safe space for everyone regardless. But particularly here in Memphis, when you walk in, you're going to walk into a room full of crystals and jewelry and gemstones and the sparkly, shiny pretties.
Ooh, yeah.
And we also sell candles of all types, books, incense, home decor, tarot and oracle decks.
Yeah.
Most things that you might need for Halloween, but also for some of your spiritual practices.
Talking about those spiritual practices, alternative spirituality, what are we talking about?
It can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
Here lately, there's been a lot of talk about how we all use words somewhat interchangeably, but they still have different meanings for different people. But when we say alternative spirituality, we are talking about people that may identify as Christian, but don't feel that the church serves their spiritual needs. So they're not very much going to a church, but they still have their own practice they've developed. And to anyone who may not identify as a Christian or one of the big Abrahamic faiths. So there's a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah. So you have tarot decks.
Yes, we do.
And I know you guys offer readings as well.
We do. We offer tarot readings as well as aura and chakra readings. So we have a whole system that we use that can measure your biofeedback, your energy, and kind of talk about your energetic body, the aura, the energy around you, and these energy centers that we have in our body that we call chakras.
So do people just say, what are you talking about? Like, right. So how do you explain to them, like, when you're doing like a tarot reading, how does that go about? Like, do you have to, people are just going to question, like, is this for real?
Of course.
So what do you tell them?
Usually the short answer is if you believe it.
Ooh, yeah.
And a tarot reading isn't some supernatural thing per se. It's not fortune telling. We're not telling you the lottery numbers. If that's how it worked, we wouldn't be doing what we were doing. I don't have the magic answers. I don't know how many children you're going to have or grandchildren. Yes, somebody's asked me those things. But it's advice. It's sort of asking a third party that's not involved in your life, like, hey, what should I do? Like, what's going on? Where am I at? I can't tell what else is happening. And so it's advice, it's guidance in a way. So, you know, if you come and get a reading and you don't believe it, well, I'm sorry, like, I want you to, but that's kind of on you. And we're still going to give you the best that we can.
And the knowledge behind being able to read the cards, just briefly talk to me about being able to read the cards. It's one thing to, like, you need to understand what the cards are saying.
Yes. Anybody can read tarot. It's, you know, you don't have to feel like you were born with certain skills. I never thought I could and didn't want to, and had to learn it for a project I was doing, and was like, okay, I'm done. I hated it. I don't ever want to do it again. And it just stuck with me, and I started going back and thinking about it. And now I've been a professional tarot reader for 13 or so years. It's study, it's practice, it's trusting yourself, which is truly the hardest part, is knowing that, like, I feel like this is what it's saying, and then going, well, I'm going to say that, and, you know, kind of it's a leap of faith in yourself in a way, but
intuition.
It's partially intuition, partly knowing what the cards mean, and kind of taking the cards as like words and building a sentence, building a story out of it.
Why do you think this is so important to offer in the city of Memphis, and more so even in Jackson too? Why do you think it's important to offer these services?
I think they are services that truly anyone could benefit from if they wanted to. It is not tarot reading is not a religious practice. Anyone can read tarot or get a reading regardless of how you identify on the spectrum. But I think there's kind of a need right now, and not just like right now because it's October and Halloween, but over the past few years and kind of looking forward, there's some shifts happening, if you will, energetically in the world and in Memphis in particular, and we're seeing that. We're seeing more people go, oh, that's what this is, or I'm having these new ideas, and we call them awakenings in a way. And there's people out there that need the guidance, need the help, and need to know that they're not alone and that there's safe places for them and a community for them.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you. Well, all treats, no tricks, thanks to some help from one local retailer. And coming up, why one city is debating how people could use their sick days in the future. Details next.
The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Kroger Delta Division. I am here with George Brown, who knows all the lowdown on what's going on this spooky season. Hey, George.
Hello, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. So what is hot for Halloween?
What's hot for Halloween is saving money, but not losing all the fun. So still having all the fun, but finding ways to save a little bit. So let me ask you this, candy corn or no?
Down with candy corn, but it's good with peanuts. I found out it's so good.
I love candy corn, but I get it. But I agree with the peanuts. You get that salty.
Yeah.
But the top Halloween candies right here, Snickers.
Makes sense.
Definitely love a Snickers anytime. And your Reese's Pumpkins.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. It's a problem.
Well, as you can see behind us, Kroger is your Halloween candy headquarters. We have special pricing going on. And what I always tell people, we've talked before, is in the app, if you look at savings on the Kroger app on the bottom, it's going to show you your best prices for Halloween candy and how to save. So, candy's a big one, but do you know what the #1 night in the country for pizza is?
No.
It's Halloween.
Stop. No.
Everyone thinks it's the big game, but it's actually Halloween. So we have you covered there too. If you come into Kroger, you'll find Home Chef products. So these are products that we make for you that you can like take and bake, kind of grab and go. We have these pizzas, and every Monday night they're $5, just a flat $5. So there's that. You can't even get that famous pizza place anymore, but Kroger has them for $5 for you.
And then I see, Boo, you have the sweets.
Look at this. Isn't this cool? These are cupcakes in the shape of a ghost, and a lot of people are going to be having parties at work or at school. So we call this a pull apart. So you just pull the cupcakes apart. We have all different shapes for you. We have these with the little rings on them. I remember being a kid and you get the little spider or the little, that kind of thing.
And then your porch, right? You have to get your porch ready.
Your porch. So we are your #1 for mums and pumpkins. You can see them back here. So you're going to usually find these on the outside of the store. We keep them nice and fresh for you, looking great. And you had already looked at the apples. So caramel apples, you can get grab and go already made, which is a lot easier. But if you are creative, maybe you're having a TikTok moment, you can grab caramels in the store, grab some fresh apples from our produce department, and make your own. I love the prepackaged, but there is something special about making it at home.
And then we just have a few more days for the Oktoberfest, right?
So in what we call adult beverage, yes. So you have your Oktoberfest, you have your pumpkin ales. So we have all of that. If you're more of a wine person, lots of that going on. Please come to Kroger. Love to have you. Don't forget to use the Boost program to save, get double fuel points, free items all the time, different discounts, and use your app to save on those coupons. Digital coupons will save you a lot of money this Halloween.
All right. Spooky season.
Yes.
Boo! All right. Thank you so much, George Brown. And the preceding portion of Live at 9 was sponsored by Kroger Delta Division.
It's time for Coffee with Corey, brewed in part by Kroger.
That's right. Okay, so with Kanji and Todd both off today, we have a special edition of Coffee with Corey. Earlier this month, we declared it Mimosas with Max, so here we go. How about that, Max?
All right, folks. Well, I'll tell you what, video on social media is making rounds this morning. Chicago Bears cornerback Tyreek Stevenson could be seen taunting fans second before everything changed for the Windy City Pro football team last night. Stevenson posted an apology later, and folks are still talking about the game. That's because Jaden Daniels' Hail Mary touchdown pass to Noah Brown that gave the Washington Commanders an 18-15 victory over the Chicago Bears on Sunday. It was one of the most memorable finishes to an NFL game in recent history. It went down as a 52-yard completion with the clock expired, but in reality, it was a much longer throw and the product of hours of preparation. So here's what went down. After failing to score a touchdown all game and going 0 for 3 in the red zone, the Commanders fell behind with 25 seconds left. After a 24-yard kickoff return by Austin Eckler, who's on my fantasy team, there were just 19 seconds left to play. A few plays later, there were only 2 seconds left on the clock. Jaden Daniels, playing through a rib injury, heaved the ball up from the Washington 35-yard line. Wide receiver Noah Brown sealed the deal with the catch. First of all, I can't believe they would make me read this story. As a Bears fan, it was a terrible watch yesterday, but they did cover the 5.5-point spread that I took before the game.
I have the majority of the Kansas City Chiefs on my fantasy football, which I did really well yesterday. With that being said, in our home last night, my son was doing his homework with my husband. So it was like in the background. And then after he got done with his homework, he's like, can we just see the replay of what was all the big like screaming about the Hail Mary? And my son was like, what is a Hail Mary? And so my husband's like, this and did the whole video. So I'm sorry that happened to you.
It was terrible. I knew as soon as that ball went up, I just had a bad feeling about it.
You just knew it.
Just had a bad feeling about it.
Karma.
Yeah, and then, but also, I don't know if we showed, I couldn't see the VO, but I don't know if they showed the video of him taunting, like he's turned.
Oh, they showed that.
They did show. Okay.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, he's turned around, literally taunting, like the fan, there's Bears fans
like,
in the audience.
Like, dude.
The Bears fans are pointing, yeah. Like
dude.
The play's happening.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, what else you got?
Yeah, so should it be legal to take a sick day for your pet? That's what's being proposed. This amendment in New York City's Earned Safe and Sick Time Act would allow. The city-county proposal, Introduction 1089, would make it legal for any pet owner to use sick time to care for a service or companion animal. Supporters say the amendment aims to improve mental health in the city. Experts say just petting a cat or a dog can improve a person's mood, and studies have shown that even just making eye contact with a cat or dog will release oxytocin, which is the love hormone. The amendment still has a long way to go before becoming a law. It was just proposed last week, and the council person behind it says his goal is to get the bill heard in front of the committee. If eventually passed, the law would be effective 120 days later. What do you think about this, Corey?
Well, I mean, for starters, it just depends on how, I mean, pets are part of the family. What do you think?
I like it, yeah. I figure whatever you can, I mean, make it easier. Make it easier to use sick days.
There you go.
Because you have them, so it's like you need a reason to use them.
There you go. If you need to use them, you can take them.
Exactly.
As necessary.
You don't have to just get sick it could be your pet that you're caring for.
Yeah. All right. And finally, what's your last one?
And finally, people of a certain generation will remember popping in a floppy disk to gather oxen and wagons on the Oregon Trail. Now the namesake grade school computer game of the 90s is getting the big screen treatment. A movie adaptation is in development, courtesy of Apple. No word on casting, but we do know the duo behind the film Office Christmas Party, Will Speck and Josh Gordon, are directing. Caroline Fraser will produce on behalf of HarperCollins, which owns the right to the video game. The Oscar-nominated Lucas brothers are set to pen the screenplay. So far, there are no tentative dates for production or release.
Now, I'm just going to ask, do you know anything about this game?
I don't.
I know, I knew it.
I don't, and I mean, like,
okay.
I know of floppy disks because they're like, it's like famously an old thing, but yeah.
It is. Oh, Max, we love you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you, Max, for hanging out. Now, I'm going to see you again tomorrow for Mimosas with Max, because we're here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so stick around because we've got so much more coming up. Oregon Trail. I love it. Okay, so a new way to be comfortable and help you focus on your work. Plus, see how one company is going places by solving a problem for pet owners. All that and so much more coming up next. Well, two brothers think it's time to reinvent the computer keyboard. Rich DeMuro shows us their new approach in today's Rich on Tech.
The computer keyboard has been around for decades. This startup believes it's ripe for reinvention.
New I/O.
New I/O.
New I/O keyboard.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah. There you go.
So I take
That's
this.
what I'm looking for.
Take
yeah.
this out.
Brothers Greg and Tom Wilson have backgrounds at Apple and in product design.
We have three principles when we design anything. We want to innovate. We want to create premium materials, and we want it to be human-centered.
The duo stopped by to reveal their first product, a wireless split keyboard you can arrange in various ways.
Well, we've been in the rectangular world for a long time, and we're trying to break the rectangular status quo.
The Flow keyboard aims to help you focus on working and not your wrists.
You can start to position it in ways that it just feels more comfortable.
There are also accessories to fully customize your space, including wrist pads, a trackpad, and adjustable stands.
Is this where the magnets come in?
Yes.
Yep.
You got to have magnets.
Got it.
It all sits on a magnetic desk pad.
All of a sudden, it's the first time I've ever been able to really have a product adapt to me rather than the other way around.
The system works with Macs and PCs, phones and tablets, but it might take some getting used to.
For a couple of days, just to get a feel for things, about 2 weeks for some folks, depending on your typing proficiency.
It's aimed at anyone who wants a better setup, along with music creators, editors, photographers, CAD users, and accountants. New I/O is thoughtful and premium all the way through, with a price to match. The keyboard alone is $400. Accessories range from $100 to $250.
And if we're going to spend a lot of time for this, we want it to be the best product possible, and not necessarily the cheapest product possible. We want the best experience possible.
Pretty interesting. Okay, the average American family spends more than $1,500 a year on their pets. But as animal lovers know, some go above and beyond to give their pets the best. Bradley Blackburn shows us how companies are going to the dogs and finding success.
On a morning in New York, Greta Nagy and her Dalmatian Ollie are out for a stroll.
He's the best. He's a very special dog.
Ollie's routine includes a walk and then a ride. He's a frequent passenger in the pet cab, where seats are set up for those with 4 legs.
I think he likes going on the rides. The windows down and, you know, he likes it.
The bright yellow cab with paw prints instead of checkers was created by Elliot Levenglick. He started Pet Cab NYC because for owners without their own cars, moving a pet can be tough. There are strict rules for mass transit, and regular taxis can refuse animals.
There's a big opportunity there, and a lot of people are pet owners.
Uber and Lyft also offer pet rides, but the animal's owner must also be in the car. Pet Cab NYC and a handful of other companies across the nation offer transportation for pets who are alone. It's driven by demand. In the U.S., spending on pet care services like boarding or sitting has almost doubled since 2020.
A pet becomes a part of your family, and so as a result of that, people will invest a lot of their time and their money into their pet because it's just a loved one that they sometimes care more about than their family members.
Since launching, Levenglick has added cars and drivers and is now looking to expand to more cities. Ollie took his cab to doggy daycare, joining a pack of happy pups. For owner Greta, it's all worth it.
Does Pet Cab just make it easy?
Yeah, it makes it extremely easy. My personal expenses the dogs have taken over.
Man's best friend on the move as spending on pets speeds up. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Hey folks, welcome back. It's about 9:50. I'm weather expert Max Claypool, and we're off to really a fantastic start today. This is a live look at things on our Channel 3 river camera. Of pretty much blue skies here. Yeah, maybe there's a couple of fair weather cumulus clouds, but otherwise we're looking good. Of course, the Mississippi River here and Martyrs Park in the foreground. And temperatures are going to be pretty warm today. We could actually get close to our daily record, which is 85 degrees. At the moment, we're in the upper 60s, southeast winds coming in at about 10 miles an hour, 73% humidity with a dew point in the upper 50s. And over the next couple of days, we should be mostly sunny and warm. It's not until Wednesday that you see this storm system starts going off to the west, and then on Thursday that pushes into the mid-south. So a pretty good chance of storms Thursday afternoon. I think that should clear by the time trick-or-treating is happening. At least I got my fingers crossed that that rain is going to clear by the time trick-or-treating starting. And as of right now, it looks like it'll probably be during the afternoon, but Still some questions about exactly when it gets out of here. Also notice how much cooler we're going to be on Thursday compared to the mid-80s over the next 3 days. That cold front comes through with the rain, cools us off to the 70s, and then we'll warm back up again over the weekend. And it is nice that we finally do have some rain chances working their way into the forecast. Again, Thursday is going to be the main day for that. And so if you want to get out and wash your car, I would say you should do it the next couple of days. I think today and tomorrow are going to be better bets. And then, of course, Wednesday being the day before the rain, probably not the best day to wash your car. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Highs in the mid-80s the next 3 days, overnight lows in the 60s. Then that rain on Halloween, 73 degrees, overnight lows in the 50s. And then we should dry out for the weekend and warm back up again, and then also a few chances for rain next week. So finally seeing some rain chances get worked into this forecast, and just enjoy the nice, warm, and dry weather over the next several days.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us on Live at 9. Coming up tomorrow on our show, distinguishing between heartburn and a heart attack as Regional 1 Health Emergency Room physician Dr. Anna Yang explains what to look for in chest pain and when to seek help. Then the Heart of Mississippi shines with Dr. Tim Lampkin, CEO of Higher Purpose Co. Now he takes us into the Higher Purpose Festival, an event fueling community and celebrating Mississippi's vibrant culture and wellness. Plus, join CityChickLiving.com's Alexandra Nolan as she concludes her Spirits with Spirit series with a toast to a Memphis legend laid to rest in Elmwood Cemetery. The cocktail recipe this week is the Hooks Brew. Can't wait to see it. And to get a look inside Kroger's newest store in Arlington with Kroger Delta Division President Michael Crystal, the deals and partnerships you can expect over the next few weeks. See you tomorrow for all this, your top stories, news, weather, trending topics, and of course, we want to hear from you. Email your segment ideas to live@9wreg.com. Be sure to visit our website to catch up on anything that you have missed. We will be back here tomorrow morning. Have a great day. But first, a word from one of our sponsors.
Medicare's annual enrollment period begins October 15th. This is the once-a-year opportunity for millions of Americans aged 65 and over to make crucial choices about their health coverage. The following portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group. And joining us now, President Bobby Jones. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so Bobby, why is this period, especially this year, so important for Medicare recipients?
Well, it's important every year. October 15th through December 7th is a time for people who are on a Medicare Advantage plan to make changes. If someone is on a prescription drug plan, it's time to make the changes. But this year, Kanji, it's bigger than ever because since I've been in this business, which has been quite a while now, there are more changes than I've ever seen this period because the government has come in and changed up a lot of the deductibles, the copays, and things like that for drug plans especially. So people on a Medicare Advantage plan that have drugs with it, or people who are on regular Medicare with a drug plan, definitely need to take a look this year. For example, they're doing away with the donut hole this year. So the donut hole is no longer a part of Part D coverage. The max out-of-pocket that any one Medicare beneficiary can spend this year on medications will be $2,000. Now, that's a good thing for people who spend a lot of money, but there's a lot of people who don't spend a lot of money, so it's going to affect them also. So this year, more than ever, give us a call. I would say definitely we want to look at your plan. Even if you're on just a couple of generic type medications, it's definitely worth a look because big changes are coming.
And you say, why should people call your team specifically?
Well, our team are made up of 100% Memphians. We are right here in Memphis, 5050 Poplar, Suite 1608. We welcome everyone to come up and sit across the table from us and look. We'll look at your plan. We'll determine what's best for you. We do it on the phone as well, but we are Memphians. We're made up of all Memphis people. We know the Memphis plans. We know the Memphis market. So we want to make sure that our Memphians, our neighbors, are getting the best possible coverage. So the only way to do that is call. I would not trust an 800 number, somebody that you don't know that you'll never see, to something as important as healthcare.
Okay, and the best way to reach out, you are saying, is to get in touch by phone.
By phone and set an appointment, right. And if you want to come up, we'd love to have you. And if you just want to take care of your business on the phone, we're glad to do that too.
Oh, all the things, all the options. Thank you so much. Bobby Jones, everybody. And the preceding portion of Live at 9 is sponsored by Delta Medicare Benefits Group.
Content segments during Live at 9 were paid for by Kroger and Delta Medicare Benefits Group.